What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our Celta Vigo career mode. First up, thank you for hitting 50 likes on yesterday's episode. As promised, here is the bonus one for today. And today we will be taking on Benfica, I believe, and also we should have a couple of more difficult games as well. So Benfica starts the episode. We'll probably sim their next two league games before we take on PSG in the Champions League, and then a trip from, or a visit, I should say, from Real Madrid at home. So that's most likely going to be the plan of action for episode, what we are now, 4 of Season 3? It is 4 of Season 3. So, feeling pretty good about the way we started this season off. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is going to be probably a tough season trying to defend our trophy. There was also a comment left on the previous one asking me to sign Golovin, who is, of course, playing at the World Cup, and Sean in Russia's opening win. So, we will shortlist Alexander Golovin. And he is 83 rated at this point. Might be able to get him on a cheap deal. He looks like an absolute beast, actually, all round. Look at those stats. Some very good all-round stats. And I'm not sure what his weak foot and skill moves are. But I'll certainly get him into our shortlist. And maybe we'll try and make a deal happen down the line. But for now, of course, with the transfer window shut, we can't make anything happen. I do just want to check out, though. So, yeah, 4-star for Alexander Golovin. And he's a long shot taker and technical dribbler. It could be a really good signing, actually, that. Never mind. Anyways, let's get into the first game of the episode. Benfica, the opponents. Might switch out Nabil Fekir here. Maybe bring in Vas and play Pereira up slightly further. I think we'll do that. And then I think for now we'll go with the rest of the team. In fact, I do want to get Emre Moore involved a little bit more. So I'm going to do that, I think. I'm going to start Emre Moore up front alongside Andrea Belotti today. Let's do that. And we'll also bring in Ruben Dias for a start. So, yeah, let's make those changes. We'll get into game now and see if we can win game number 1 of today's episode. Of course, we've still got a really tough run to come. PSG and then Real Madrid. It's going to be a very difficult episode, this, I think. And I'm not expecting us to win all 3 games, but we'll try our best. And when we looked at the Champions League group we were drawn into, we knew it was going to be quite a tough ask trying to get out of it again this year, but we will try our best to do it. Of course, being knocked out by Manchester United last season. We have slightly unfinished business, I would say, in the competition. So we do need to get out of the group. PSG probably will top the group, and then it's all about us trying to do the rest of it. I know after game 1, I think PSG and Benfica did, in fact, draw. So we did win our game, which means we have the advantage. Marcos Alonso's delivery! Looking early on for, I think it was Daniel Vas there in the middle of the box. And unfortunately, he didn't win the header, but the sign was positive. A nice move. The delivery from Marcos Alonso needed to be slightly better, though, and we might have had the opener. And, of course, this is where we struggle defensively as Salvio comes forward. I'm always going to give away chances. It's just about how many goals can I score to negate the goals I concede. Belotti up towards Emre Moore, getting a start today. Emre Moore narrowly putting it wide of that bottom corner. And he is in the starting 11. And he was actually commented by one of you guys, asking me to start him a little bit more, give him a bit more game time. He is a bit of an dark horse, I guess you could say, because when he's on the ball, he can either do brilliant things or he has a shocker. I'm putting that down at the moment to his age and kind of, you know, still youthfulness. But when he grows up a bit, gets a few more, years on his age, he's going to have to negate some of that and start performing a bit better. Like that finish there, for example, if that was Belotti on that would have been on target, I do believe. So that's where we have the little bit of worry with Emre Moore, but still, early signs really positive. Allen, Vas, lovely play, 1-2 with Emre Moore. Vas now is in towards the penalty area. Daniel Vas across. Gedson's brilliant defending stops us at the moment, and that's in. Wait a minute, ref, I have the ball in the back of the net. When I said that was in, what I meant was the ball was put back into Belotti. The referee has stopped the play here, and it looks like he's given us a penalty kick, but the problem is, we actually had the ball in the back of the net. If he'd have played advantage, we would be leading here. I don't really know what to say. It's going to be Andrea Belotti from the spot trying to give us the lead. And of course it's saved. Belotti on the rebound though. Puts it in the back of the net. Celta 1, Benfica 0. We have taken the lead here inside the 22nd minute. Missed penalty from Andrea Belotti, but he gets the rebound and puts that to bed. We do take the lead here. And as I said, interesting refereeing, because we did have the ball in, and I believe he should have played advantage until he saw that there was no advantage to be had, because if he had have done, he wouldn't have needed the penalty kick. We would have actually had the lead. Villa made the save from the spot kick, but couldn't get up quick enough to make the save from the rebound. So we do take the lead in the first game, and we've been on top here early on. But as I always say, it takes one chance. I'm still not actually 100% sure what the penalty was in fact given for. So I'm going to check that back when I do get a spare moment. Here come Benfica, Talisca. Important interception. We aren't clearing our lines though at the moment. It's going to come straight back at us this. And we still got some defending to do. Can we hold out though and negate this attack and keep hold of our 1-0 lead that we worked hard to get? And at the moment we have been able to deal with it. As I say that though, Pereira gives that ball away. I haven't got an outlet pass on at the moment. So every time I try and pass it out from the back, it's coming straight back at me. And oh my goodness me, they've just hit the woodwork. What a tackle that is from Hugo Maya. We need to get this ball out of our box here. Plays it off the man to win a throw-in, but that should have been 1-1. Nice footwork from Emre Moore. He feeds Pereira. Pereira! It's 2-0 Celta. We very nearly was at 1-1, but just like that, we have turned it completely around and we've gone 2-0 in front. Lovely work from Emre Moore. As I said, he can do the big things, or he can have a shocker. And this time around, he's having a very good game here early on in this one. Got to say, without that penalty being given, he would have had an assist on Belotti's initial effort, and he's got an assist here for a lovely finish by Pereira. And just like that, we lead by 2. Not a lot that, you know, Benfica have been able to do defensively against us, but they have had that one opportunity where we got lucky that it hit the woodwork. So they are going to create another opportunity, and I can bet that they will score between now and the end of this game. Going to be about, can I stop them scoring a load, and can I actually grab another one potentially in this game? Here is Emre Moore again as the second half has begun. He's so good at keeping the ball close to him with the dribbling wise, and Andres Pereira gets a strike away. Svilar saves it, and it's sprawled straight to Andrea Belotti. It's his second of the afternoon. It's our third, and this now should be our second win in as many Champions League group stage games. It's really, really poor from Benfica again, defensively not up to scratch. And the strike came in. Svilar saved it, but he saved it back into the danger area. Should have tried to put it out for at least a corner or something along those lines. He didn't do that, and now we lead by 3. And I think it's time we start making some changes to make sure we don't pick up injuries to players. I'm actually going to bring off Andrea Belotti. Don't want to risk an injury, although he is on course for a hat-trick. And while I'm at it, let's bring off Allen and let's give Oriol Busquets a run out. 2 minutes left of normal time, as for some reason they're not picking up Marcos Alonso. He's running out of... Oh, come on! What on earth was that? It's stuff like that that genuinely frustrates me. He was running out of pace, so he tried to play the pass, and then the pass just went really bad. Maxi Gomez up to Emre Moore. Fake shots, gets inside. Emre Moore has a chance for a goal himself. I thought the defender had touched it in there. It's gone out for a corner. It isn't the dream, I guess, return for Emre Moore into the starting 11 as he picks it up again here on the edge of the area. This time, though, gives it away. And that is the end of the game. 3-0 win. We have got the 3 points here, so we've done what we needed to do. We get our second win in the Champions League, and honestly, Benfica didn't really cause many problems. Look at those match facts. Not a lot to be said about them. But again, it was so close to being 1 shot, 1 goal conceded. Like, that's a recurring theme that we have in this series. Our defense, not 100% up to scratch. PSG beating Anderlecht moves them into second place, but we, after the first 2 games, hold top spot on our own. And now we have a couple of sim games before that one against PSG, followed up with a Real Madrid tie. First sim game of the 2, Deportivo, the opponents. They travel to our ground to try and dethrone us, I guess you could say. We are definitely probably, I'd say, the most informed team in Spain, courtesy of last season's win, of course, in the league, winning the Liga trophy. And since then, we're topping the table in it again. And we should be able to pick up the victory here. Cyprian has given us a 28th minute lead. And as it stands, we are on course to win by 1-0, provided we can defend, which is something you don't associate with us normally. But Fekir doubles it, and now I feel confident that we are going to pick up the 3 points. Yes, it is important we found that second, because they do pull one back in the 85th minute, but it is not enough for them to win. Atletico drawing with Levante. They've dropped points at home to a team that I didn't expect them to. And so, as it stands, we are 5 points clear in the top of the table, yet to be defeated. Villarreal and Barcelona also unbeaten, but they've drawn more games than we have. We've won 6 of our first 7 in the league. Real Madrid in 7th place currently, Barca though in 4th place. So some of the teams that I was expecting to be quite tough to play this season haven't started off very well indeed. Real Madrid losing 3 of their opening 7. That's not a good start for them, but at this point, everything's looking good for us. Interesting international management offer here. Egypt want us to go and be their head coach, of course, but the problem with that is that we would have to play in the World Cup, and the next World Cup is in 2022, so even if we do take that job, it is quite far away. I'm going to stall it for now, see what other, kind of international teams are interested, because the next major tournament is actually the European Championships in 2020 at the end of this season. So World Cup is 3 years away, so there's still a long way to go for that. So, I mean, yeah, thinking about international management's quite a way away. Unal scored 9 in 7 so far in the league. What is that guy having in his Weetabix? Because he scored a goal against us, which was unbelievable, and then since then, has just not stopped scoring. Where are Villarreal actually in the table? Let's have a look. Villarreal find themselves currently in 3rd place. And Unal is their top scorer with 9, which is pretty crazy. Nevertheless, next up is Eibar. I'm not sure if I'm going to name the exact team here, our strongest 11, because we do have to play PSG 4 days later. So I don't know what kind of team I want to name for this. I could just literally name this exact same, try and pick up the 3 points, or not risk a few players knowing we have that PSG game in mind. But I'll see in a moment. I guess may as well go with exactly the same team because, yeah, even if we do pick up an injury or two, we still have a decent squad depth and a decent bench anyways. And, of course, nothing is set in stone when you're playing away. It can always be tough. They have Townsend booked here. Andrea Belotti. What was I saying about the injuries? Well, 19 minutes in, he's had to come off. Oh, that could be so bad for us in this season. That could be season pretty much over. Unal scored again, this time against Barcelona, as he gave them the lead, but Messi cancels it out instantly with a goal straight away. We draw 0-0 here with Eibar away from home, but that is overshadowed massively by a 19th minute injury, which sent Belotti off on Kane Gomez. How long is this going to be? Because this could be season over. And I say that like it's a bad thing, and it is, because he's our top scorer. Please, if there is a God. Whew. That is so lucky. Belotti, a femur contusion, and he's out for 7 days. Wow. I'm not going to lie. For a moment, I was genuinely worried. I thought we were going to be looking at potentially maybe a 3-4 month injury there. Not the case. He won't be fit for PSG, and he may not be fit for Real Madrid, but at least it's not, a really long injury for our number 9 striker, or number 10, sorry, as he wears at the club. But seriously, man, for a moment, I was worried. So now we're going to the Parc des Princes to take on PSG. I'm going to play that side for this game. There is a case maybe for Emre Mor to start up front, but instead I'm going with Gomez and Pion Sisto because we need the goals to come from somewhere now that, of course, we don't have Andrea Belotti, who did score 2 in our opening game when we took on Benfica in that 3-0 win. So definitely need the goals to come from somewhere. We also have Nabil Fekir back in at cam. So we don't have, our star player up front to bag in the goals, but we have got adequate players who can come up with the goods when we need them to. I've got to be honest, I'd happily take a 0-0 draw at the Parc des Princes. It would leave us top of the table after 3 games, and it would put us in a really good position to qualify from the group. But as you know, that's probably not going to be the case, because defensively, we struggle to keep clean sheets. So we'll see if we're going to be able to keep one here today. I do see Mahrez there for PSG, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see who else they've got. I wonder if they still have Neymar in their lineup. We'll find out in a moment. Good work, actually, from Andres Pereira. And now Pion Sisto. He needs to do something with the ball. Pion Sisto, nice cut back. Has he got space to be able to take a shot? Potentially, not quite yet. I am honestly just looking to try and get something going. That's a nice ball from Sisto. Out towards Hugo Mayo, looking back in towards Pion Sisto. Brings it down well. And the strike is well saved by Trapp. Honestly, the cross from Mayo was not meant for Pion Sisto, but it came back to him. He took a good first touch and then smashed it goal bound. But it had to be pretty better. It had to be pretty good, sorry, to beat Trapp from there, as Mandalos' header is straight at the goalkeeper. And 20 minutes in, it's the first major chance of the game, and it comes from Pion Sisto. Here he is again, Sisto. Little bit of luck that time, and that time he does Actually, I didn't mean to take it as early as I did. That was meant to be a tackle, but still, doesn't matter. Got very lucky to get through. Fekir into the middle. Trap there. It's got to be. What on earth? Just put the ball in the empty net, man. We had another chance. We are actually on top here at the Parc des Princes in this first half. Definitely the more likely at the moment. Maxi Gomez. Pion Sisto again. Lovely footwork. Sisto. Trap again. Gomez. It's 1-0 Celta Vigo. We may not be with Andrea Bellotti in this game, but PSG cannot handle Pion Sisto in this first half. He has been a thorn in this back line, and he's causing no ends of problems to the two centre-backs today, who I'm sure, before kickoff, would have looked at this and been very thankful that there was no Andrea Bellotti. But it doesn't matter, because Pion Sisto is stepping up massively. It's Maxi Gomez who profits from that one as Alderweireld gets so close to blocking it. And we do take the lead here at the Parc des Princes, and that's all we deserve from this opening half an hour. Definitely being the better side, and have looked dangerous since we started, especially Pion Sisto, as I said. He has been brilliant since kickoff, but now this is where PSG will come at us, and the question now remains is, can we cope with this front three? Sisto again. Pion Sisto. It's got a great run from Nabil Fekir for the finish, and this is where we need to be better. When we get him through in that position, that has to be 2-0. You can't miss chances like this at this level. I've got to say it's a fantastic save from the keeper. But even with that, we've got to score and close this one out to 2-0. Delivered in by Cyprian. Maxi Gomez there again. He's up again, I think, for this one. He's back in towards the danger area. That's Delict. Setting a volley goal bound, but over the top of the crossbar anyways. And it's not a good finish in the end. But again, massive chance for Nabil Fekir to make it 2-0. He lacked the composure, though, in order to be able to finish it. And we did pay the big bucks, £55 million for him. Certainly has an impact, but sometimes when you need him to find that finish, or need him to find that cutting-edge pass, he lacks it. Of course, it is Fekir who is our club record signing, but right now it's Pion Sisto causing the problems for PSG. That one's hit the post from Maxi Gomez. Ever so close to another second. How many chances do we need to kill this one off here? First half ends at the Parc des Princes. We have been the miles better side. And we really should be going in at the break, potentially 3-0 up. The Fekir chance, that chance from Maximiliano Gomez right at the death there. And as it stands, it remains only 1-0. Been a very quiet start from PSG's multi-million-pound front three. But I bet it doesn't stay that way. There will be chances for the home side. And we just need to remain calm. And this wins in the bag, provided we can defend. What a first half from Pion Sisto, though, as this second half begins. Marcos Alonso, really good area! And now he misses a big opportunity. I was caught in two minds. I was thinking about squaring that across, but there was no real pass on. You can see Sisto there. It would have had to have gone past 3 PSG bodies for that one to work out. So in the end, I took the shot on, but at that point, I'd taken it way too far into a really tight angle. And that's why we couldn't quite find the finish. But again, another big, big chance. How many of these are we going to get, and will we come back to rue them at the end? That's a great tackle, Alan, on Neymar. Not had a good first half or a good start to the second one, as Pion Sisto again causing the problems. This time Alderweireld will put that out for a corner. Referee. What on earth is that, ref? Whoa, 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 whoa. That should be our ball anyway, because I clearly won that header. If they get this back, I'm going to be so tilted. But still, go straight through the back of Gomez. I hope it shows the tackle again. The referee signalling for a stretcher to come on, because clearly this must mean it's the end of Maxi Gomez's play. And right now, I think the most likely substitute to bring on would possibly be Yabo Ruiz. But then I want the pace as well of Emery Moore to try and get in behind. So I'm going to do that one, I think. And luckily, it's not Pion Sisto, because that one would have been even worse. I mean, there's the tackle again. Kimpembe does go through the back of him. To his credit, does win the ball. But in the process, has injured the man. And I'm going to have to kick this back to PSG, even though we had control after winning the header. Great decision, ref. Fekir. Pereira going forward. Here is Emre Moore. Waits for the run of Ilan Cyprian. Gets it as well. And the midfielder this time gets a better first touch, but he rather runs it into Meunier. And they can clear away PSG. We are still in search of this second one that will kill the game off. And in doing that, we might have actually caused a problem for ourselves. Rodrigo going through on goal. Rodrigo! Off the woodwork. It bounces back and he's put it over! Huge signs here at the Parc des Princes. It should have been PSG 1, Celta 1. I don't know what on earth has just happened there. Apologies to headphone users. That's the last contribution that Rodrigo is going to have. Oh my goodness me, we can breathe a sigh of relief because that was a massive, massive chance. I said that we'd come back to Ruiz, and I don't know why Manos' pass there isn't just going inside to the teammate that he had. Neymar's effort, Blanco saves it. There was an easy pass on there for Manos. I don't know why he's trying to play the hard one, but honestly, after all the hard work we had of being in front in this game, and nearly should have closing it off, we nearly gave it away, and we might still do. Kimpembe, I can't defend. What is wrong with me? Neymar, Blanco, Neymar again. Of course it falls back to the Brazilian. We had exactly the same moment in one of my previous episodes where we didn't deserve to come away with a draw at the Park des Princes, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. I don't know what's happening to my players in the last 5 minutes, but we've given the ball away more times in the last 5 than we have done in the last 80. I don't get it, really don't, and we don't deserve to be 1-1. And that brings to a close this game at the Park des Princes. I said I'd take a draw before kick-off, but the way we played, we don't deserve this 1-1 draw. PSG deserve absolutely nothing out of this. They didn't play well enough. They may have had 6 shots, 4 on target. 2 of those, though, came when they hit the post and then smashed that one over the top of the crossbar. So you can't really say much more than that. A tremendous performance from Pion Sisto, yet he doesn't pick up man of the match. Again, don't quite know how Marcos Alonso's got it. Actually went to Maxi Gomez in the end. Honestly, don't know what on earth they're thinking. Pion Sisto had an unbelievable game there, and somehow we didn't win the game. I think that is a joke. The way that game finished, joke. Oh my goodness me, and this has just gone from bad to worse. Not only do we only get a 1-1 draw, Maxi Gomez has done his anterior cruciate ligament. 7-month injury to Maxi Gomez. Sick. Now, that adds to Belotti's injury. Belotti can't start this one against Real Madrid now, which means Emre Moore will have to start it. But my goodness me, how unlucky do you have to be to only get the 1-1 draw and then pick up a 7-month injury to Maxi Gomez? Honestly, I just can't be bothered. But still, Emre Moore will take his place up front alongside Pion Sisto with that tremendous performance as we now take on Real Madrid to end today's episode off. And with that, I genuinely don't know what to do come January because we are maybe going to need another striker, and I don't have a lot of money left. So, yeah, look, 16 million. Unless Regis Crespi can grow between now and then in order to get involved in some first-team action. I actually want to check something with Regis Crespi. What's his composure saying right now? 47. Yep, sick. Is there a way I can train that? Because otherwise, that's not going to be good enough. Here we are then, final game of the episode. Celta at home to Real Madrid, who find themselves in 3rd place after climbing the table. So, might be more tough than we were first expecting. Of course, we know their side's going to be really good. They had a whole lot more money than we did. You know what, actually, considering the fact, right, that we did win the Liga last season, and then you look at the budgets available to each team, we actually only had, I think, the 6th or 7th most budget in the league. I know Real Madrid, Barca and Atletico between them all had £100 million or more to spend in this window. We didn't have that much. We didn't have over £100 million. So I think we were about 6th or 7th in the overall budgets available to us at the beginning of this season as we are about to get underway here at home to Real Madrid. But surely we are going to be able to at least give them a tough game here. Even if it is to be our first defeat, I want to be competitive. I want to cause them problems. No Andrea Belotti. No Maxi Gomez. No need for Kia. 1-0 up already to rear to us here. And inside the first 5 minutes, he should have scored against PSG. Should have finished that one off, and he didn't do. This time, though, gets inside and makes no mistake with his finish in the opening 5 here as well. So Emre Moore and Sisto up front. They're not strikers, both these guys, but they're playing there today. And again, it comes from a simple 1-2 with Emre Moore and Nabil Fekir. Nobody picks up the run of Fekir. He bursts through the middle and opens up the scoring. The one thing I don't want to happen is us play really, really well, deserve to win the game, and end up with a draw or a defeat, because that is the worst ones. That's like a sucker punch straight to the face. But never mind, because we are leading here. And as you know, as we tend to do when we lead, we either win the game or we end up having a calamity and draw it when we don't deserve to. Wonder what Ronaldo's going to do up front today for Real Madrid. Is he going to be the man to change this game? Ramos intercepting that pass. Dani Ceballos, though, wanted too long on the ball, and Alan didn't let him. It's Pion Sisto again. He's got Fekir making the run through the middle. Up and Fekir again. Ramos, it's deflected. It's saved by Navas. And in the end, it had to require the attention of the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Wasn't sure about the shot first, but it was okay enough as it deflected off of Ramos. And here is Fekir. Looking towards Hugo Mayo. Gets the head of the defender. Not exactly the two men you want in the middle, though. Emery Moore and Pion Sisto for a header. So instead, tried to play it along the floor, giving away. But here is Allen. Now towards Andres Pereira. He's got Hugo Mayo again. This is better. Mayo needs a good delivery towards Pion Sisto. It's blocked by Kimmich. Big opportunity again. Good block. Lovely play. Andres Pereira's going to profit from that. Pereira's effort. How close is he? Isn't it? Did he take a deflection? No, not another injury. What is happening? Oh, no. Another stretcher required. What is happening at Celta Vigo right now? Emery Moore, the latest forward, forced off. Abel Ruiz is going to have to come on. I don't believe this. And if Emery Moore, who has just returned from injury recently, is out for a long-term injury, then we might be in trouble. Oh, it looks like a shoulder injury, so hopefully it won't be too long. At worst, it's going to be a broken shoulder or something like that, which will be, 6-7 weeks. But I can't believe that. Another injury. Nevertheless, we get a corner ball at least. Going to whip this in with Pereira, looking towards De Ligt. Header goal bound. Navas saves it. And very nearly had... No! Fakir's down injured. No! No! What is happening? I can't actually believe this. No, this isn't serious. There's a curse. There's a curse on us. They don't want us winning another La Liga title. This is Barcelona or... I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. You have got to be joking me. Genuinely don't know what on earth is happening. That's 2 injuries now against Real Madrid. Both of them forced off. What's Fakir's now? What's he gone down holding? I don't even know what Fakir's problem is. What was that? Oh, anyways. Can you imagine if we've got a long-term injury to Gomez, to Moore, and now Fakir? The scenes. The absolute scenes. It'll be a joke. And then that basically puts our league title in the hardest way possible, because we don't have our best players in order to fight for it. Ronaldo, backwards towards Marcelo, which Hugo Mayo will intercept that pass, but it's still going to be a Real Madrid throw-in. I can't believe, as Ronaldo gets in here, De Ligt though reads that very, very well. Can't believe we've had 2 players forced off for injury after a 7-month injury to Maximiliano Gomez. Sisto. Oh, that's brilliant. Sisto and Abel Ruiz. Pion Sisto! 2-0 Celta! That is absolutely brilliant from Pion Sisto. He is certainly stepping up this episode. We've been without Belotti now for the last couple of games, and Sisto has certainly showed why he has quality, and he doubles our advantage here. Oops, I have just taken out the wire from my controller. Doubles our advantage here just before we are heading into the halftime whistle, about 10 minutes or so until that halftime break. And as it stands, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Thought for a moment that this finish didn't work out. Look at that. The curl on the ball was ridiculous because he side-footed that so badly. He kind of sliced it, and he really shouldn't have scored. But still, 2-0 up, cruising to this 3 points now, and it's all going to be about, can Real Madrid fight in this second half? And every time Real get out, the ball comes straight back to them. Abel Ruiz again, now inside the penalty area. Ruiz's effort, Varane, deflected goal bound, and it forced a very, very good save out of Keylor Navas. The deflection made it more tough for the Costa Rican keeper. Sisto's delivery back in. Marcos Alonso, Sisto, Abel Ruiz, 3-0. And that should be game, set, and match now in the game. Another fantastic delivery from the wide area, this time from Pion Sisto. Alonso wins the header, forces the save from Navas. And there is Abel Ruiz reacting quickest in the penalty area. It's his goal, and I'm not sure now how many games he's been without a goal, Abel Ruiz. But that's nice to see him back in the starting 11 and back scoring as well. I say starting 11, he didn't actually start the game, but most likely he might start the next one with all the injuries we've got currently going on. And it's nice to see him scoring because that gives him a little bit of, I guess, confidence ahead of maybe starting a couple of games. So with the last 20 or so minutes to go, Real Madrid definitely not been great here. We have deserved this win. Good play, Abel Ruiz out towards Hugo Mayo. Looks for delivery, it's deflected. Ramos will have to put it behind the goal. Got to give major credit to the boys today. They've stuck to the game plan. They've worked on it. They've done everything that I needed them to. And in the end, they look like they're going to come away with the win. As Vasir on the edge of the area looks for the cross towards Marcos Alonso. It's 4-0. It's not good goalkeeping from Navas. And that really has summed up the way Real Madrid have played. They've not been good at all. And it actually is credit to us because we have created the chances and we have taken quite a few. The latest coming from Marcos Alonso from fullback. He's actually scored a fair amount of goals this season, Marcos Alonso, as well. It's a great delivery, I have to say, from Vas into that wide area. And there is Navas. Unfortunately, he's had quite a good game here. That one wasn't so good from the Real Madrid goalkeeper. And that will end off this game. If we could get a clean sheet, that would be the only other thing I could ask for from this one. But the chances are, now that Real Madrid are already 4-0 down, they're going to start to throw the kitchen sink at us. So they might get a chance or two come the end of this one. Asensio on the left, whips the cross in. This is that chance I was talking about. Marcelo will score. 4-1. Why is nobody picking up Marcelo in the box? Don't know. And that's why he scored. And there goes the whistle. Say adios to the clean sheet, but hola to the 3 points. Thank you very much. 4-1 win against Real Madrid. Battered them here, deserving of that one. And now the moment, I mean, what on earth are those match facts? We absolutely destroyed them. Again, we talk about it though every time. One shot, one goal. I know the sliders are set to a really difficult standing, but even so, it's frustrating to only give away one chance and then score it. But still, 4-1 win is very good. The only question mark now is how long is that injury to Nabil Fekir? Because Emre Mor's I could kind of cope with. Nabil Fekir's I can't. So let's see. Office 2 emails. The first one is Emre Mor. It's a dislocated shoulder and it's an 8-week injury, which is about what I said it was going to be. But no! Nabil Fekir's out for 3 months. Oh, no. That's going to take us right until the end of January, probably before he's back. Oh, this is horrific. What do I do now? Because I only have £16 million to spend. Oh, not what you want to see. So a 3-month injury to Fekir keeps him out. Right now, Pereira can step into that CAM role very well. Vas will have to play in the midfield. We've obviously got Nakamba and Garcia. Garcia's leaving anyways. Belotti should come back, so that replaces Emre Mor there. But of course, it means now with Mor, Gomez and Fekir all out on long-term injuries, our backup from the bench falls to Regis Crespi, Abel Ruiz and Ryan Sessegnon as the attacking options. Of course, Sessegnon fills in at left-back as well. And in terms of midfield, we have Garcia, Busquets, Nakamba. We're okay for defenders, but it's just that attacking front. If Belotti and Sisto aren't playing well, then we have to call upon Ruiz, Sessegnon or Crespi. Not what you want to say. Still, Sisto's had a really good episode today. Got to give him credit. He played unbelievably well. And that will be how we end today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys are incredible for all you do. Oh, man. What do we do now with these injuries? But still, if you are new around here, like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. Click that and you'll follow me on the channel. Alongside that is the notification bell, so you can click that as well and never miss an upload. And I'll see you all again for another episode in the series of Let's Get All Our Players Injured very, very soon. Adios.